Okay, Richie, so we're here talking about the landscape management group design process for clients. This has been something that we've really picked up over the past few years, and I think, frankly, we've gotten very, very good at it. So I'd like you to talk about and just dive into that experience for the customer of what we offer in our design process.
So after you purchase the design, we'll have either myself or one of our project managers go out, actually take the measurements, take pictures of your house, your property, and take a bunch of notes in terms of what you're looking for, what we think, just when we're out there, oh, they definitely are gonna want this or that. Comes back, we put it in our system, and either myself or one of our other designers will take all that information, those measurements, those photos, and we'll build out the 3D model of the house and then start our design from there. Once we have our design and everything ready, we get in touch with you, schedule a meeting to do virtually, and we're able to show you on the spot everything we have designed in 3D. And honestly, one of the better features of being able to do that virtual design is if you don't like something you see, we can immediately on the spot take that out, change it, change dimensions. I mean, it's such a seamless process from getting the design, having a critique, and being able to change it right on the spot instead of trying to go back and forth with a designer who you have to go to their office anytime you want to see the thing, or they have to come out to you and all you get is a sheet of paper. Having these video meetings, you really know what you're getting. You're able to really shape what it is that you want in that meeting and make sure that when you're spending the money that you're spending, you're walking away with what you want.
I think the thing that I've seen throughout doing this and developing our own process is how amazing that ability is to take that vision that we've drawn for them, that a lot of times is a combination of the client's vision and our vision. I tell people, no one's thinking about this project in your yard space more than you. So we want to make sure we complement that vision with our experience. But to take that vision and in the middle of the meeting, to be able to, let's make that patio bigger, let's add a column, let's add a kitchen. Oh, we need to make this 2 feet wider because now your furniture doesn't fit. To be able to do that under that pressure on the spot has just been absolutely phenomenal.
It's very rare that I just show someone a design, they're perfect. It's very much a very back and forth process. Even when it's a much more complicated design, it is still one of those things where it's every little detail matters and everyone does have an opinion on each of those little details. So trying to make sure everything gets worked out just perfect to make sure that, again, you're walking away with what you want.
When you're spending this much money, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200,000 plus on a project, what is $1,000 or so for 3D design? A lot of times these processes actually take longer in the design phase than the actual project itself.
So what kind of options do we really have when it comes to selling these designs to clients?
The design options for our clients are something we've kind of experimented with over the years. Right now, what we're offering are 3 primary packages. So we have the standard package, which is going to be basic patio with a few components. So let's say a patio, maybe some columns and some landscaping around it. That usually is a couple $100. If we're doing just the backyard or just the front, if we're doing the full space, we might add $50 to $100 to that. If we're doing the plus package, which is a step up from that, we're adding more components. So we might be designing in a kitchen, which although it's just a kitchen, we're talking a lot of components and a lot of thought into just that kitchen space. So that adds a lot of time. Then the upgraded, the best package we have, it can steer up towards $1,000 plus. And this is for those projects that are probably getting into the 6-figure plus range, which is truly a great value and cheap because our time we're putting into this is far exceeds that. These are multiple components through the project. So it could be kitchen, patio, lighting, landscaping. We expect multiple revisions. So let's talk about the dreaded HOAs, the city permits, building department, zoning.
So depending on the HOA, they'll require different pieces from you guys as the homeowner. A lot of that stuff is stuff that we figure out in the design process through our design meetings, and we're able to just give you that list of things that you need. 9 out of 10 times, that's an easy, smooth process. Once it gets past the HOA, depending on what type of project, typically your decks, that's where we have to go and submit the building permit, which you wouldn't think would take that long, but we really do run into these cases where it can take sometimes a month or a month and a half to just get these drawings approved by someone in the city.
I've realized the value of having a design and a plan over the years, and then everything you do with the tech stuff, getting these drawings and everything not only drawn, but spec'd out with the material detail that the building department is actually requiring. That, to me and to the client, has just been such a huge value to get these plans pushed through.
It's hard to understand how you're asking a normal homeowner for some of these pieces that you need for a building permit, it's just a lot easier to have someone who is knowledgeable like myself or one of our project managers really take a look at what it is that's actually being built, get those drawings exactly how we need them, and then get that submitted over. So you're not having a whole bunch of back and forth with someone at the city who may get back to you a week after you try to reach out to them. It really is a just smoother process to just let us handle that stuff.
In addition to those components that we're designing in, we also provide you with a video walkthrough, and something we are rolling out very soon is going to be the VR experience, where clients can actually put on an Oculus and see their space that we've designed, just like you're seeing here. This is all thought out in a 3D plan.
Do clients get that 3D view like in every package?
Initially, they did not. Now we're offering that 3D perspective. There's so much value to that 3D perspective vantage point versus seeing your $20,000 project on just a 2D screen. A lot of times people can't visualize what it looks like from that perspective level. How tall is the countertop? How do those columns look truly around that post versus just a square from an aerial view? How does that match up against the siding of the house? How does that accent with the roof shingles or the metal roof or your pavilion stain to get that true formula that's just gonna work?